Hello Stars, Coach Jason here. I'd like to welcome you to our first backyard practice video. I will start by saying I'm starting to get excited about the season. We are starting to get the wheels spinning. So with this first video, I'll use this as an opportunity to do a bit of an intro as well as maybe a refresher to the girls who've already been with us. The backyard practice is a concept meant to be treated just like a real practice. We do expect you to set the time aside. If you can't do it on a Tuesday night when it's scheduled, we do still like to see you get it done, be able to set aside the 30 to 45 minutes or an hour to fulfill your practice and fulfill your obligation to train and to continue to focus on softball matters. We will use these videos and some other different methods to sort of get across some of the focal points for these practices. They may be some specific training and skill aspects that we learn from a coach that you use, or maybe from a coach like Coach Bobby, or just some new opportunities that come up in a game or in a tournament. We will use these videos in the backyard practice to give those some focus, because once the game starts to get and the season starts to really get going, sometimes some weeks there's just not a lot of time for traditional practice. So we like to use this as an opportunity to, again, stay focused, stay athletic, keep training, as well as maybe address some new opportunities or some new like some points that we might have learned, or some aspects of the game that we need to give focus on. And again, to that might be something that the girls learned over a tournament, a rule, something like that. Or it might be as we start to add calls, or we start to add certain plays and stuff like that to the game. This is a way that we might project that. This specific video, I'm going to try and keep it as short as I can. We're going to go over just 2 quick bullet points for this first practice, just to kind of get the engines revving, and then just some of the concept behind it. So to start with, we do have our stars right here, and I put together a couple different aspects using each letter as a bit of an acronym to make us some focus points for our backyard practices to keep it kind of streamlined. So we've got strength right here. We're doing some strength and agility training all the time. We'll do some more. Our throwing, a specific point that we can train on with our backyard practices. Our athletics, there's a lot of athletic motions within the game of softball, a lot of stop and go movements, a lot of jarring hip movements and stuff, and we're going to be able to focus on those. Running, the different aspects of running. Running seems like such a simple thing, but there's a lot of different ways we run just within the sport of softball. And then as well as our swinging. And swinging might be one of those things that we talk about the swing itself, but we also talk about our at-bat, being at-bat, catching our coach signs, the awareness that it takes, some of the focuses that go with being at bat or swinging. So we'll use those as just categories to kind of focus on. So for this first one, again, we're just going to kind of focus on some of our athletics. Okay, so we've got 2 specific little deals here. We've got some tennis ball bounce under our hand-eye coordination category. We've got some tennis ball bounce, 1 and 2 balls, or no glove soft toss. That's a no glove soft toss. So both of these being the hand-eye coordination type focus, doing some bounces off the ground, hand specific, left hand, right hand, maybe some bounces off of a wall, or if you've got a bounce, baseball bounce, or one of the backyard spring back things, you can of course use it. Just get in your driveway, get in your garage, get you some hand bounces, maybe get you a partner that can get you some more complex bounces. And then again to the soft toss, getting 1 and 2 balls, kind of a back and forth between you, and just doing your quick motion. So this would be something where you could kind of focus on your hand-to-hand switches as well as your eye to hand. So you're bouncing and grabbing, or you're throwing it up and letting it bounce and getting it before it gets the second bounce. And then again with the soft toss, you're doing some soft toss with somebody. You might even get in a position where, again, you do your hand to hand. So you're grabbing with your left hand and transferring for your throw. And you're just doing it over and over. You know what I mean? Just really getting that body in that motion. And again, kind of breaking the ice, getting the hands and the eyes moving again. Get back into the throes of the season. The other thing here is our 60-foot dash. Okay, 60-foot dash. Now this is specific to the distance between the bases, right? So a distance between home and first, 60 feet. So what we have here is a 60-foot dash at 60 feet, 120 feet, and 180 feet, or 240 feet. Now this 240 feet, if you can read it, but it seems like a long distance, but that's a home run, ladies. So if you hit the ball, if you crush the ball to the fence, you need to be able to cover 240 feet, rounding each base as fast as you can, and in an athletic, consistent manner to where you win that battle. And you don't just get thrown out at home after hustling your way around, okay? So for this exercise specific, I'm gonna break it down like this. What I would recommend you do is get you 60 feet, either in the driveway, down the sidewalk, in the backyard, whatever it is. Get you 60 feet. You're going to do a down and back. So just, for one, down to the other end. Start at one point, 60 feet, okay? And then you're gonna do a quick exercise. 10 jumping jacks, 10 toe touches, 10 heel kicks, whatever it is, okay? And you're gonna take a nice set 15-second break, okay? And then you're gonna do it again. This time you're gonna go double the distance. You're gonna do 120 feet. So if you've just got 60 feet, you're gonna go down and back, okay? And then you're gonna do your 10 toe touches or jumping jacks, whatever you like, and you're gonna take a 15-second break, okay? Now the point behind this, ladies, is to simulate what's taking place in your sport, in the game, okay? And so if you get up to bat and you hit the ball and you hit a double, let's say, and you run 120 feet from home to first to second, you need to be able to take a break, take that second, recharge your body, get nice deep breaths in, refresh your body, and prepare yourself mentally, okay? And this drill is meant to kind of get both things going. Get the sprint, get the timing down, get the quickness, as well as get the mental, which is preparing yourself, getting good deep breaths and getting yourself prepared to then advance to the next base, okay? So what I would recommend is a 60-foot dash with a 10 increment, 10 jumping jacks and a 15-minute break. A 120-foot dash, 10 jumping jacks and a 15-second break. 180-foot dash, and so on. And just make your way through that. Try to get through it just like you would if you were on base, okay? So you're trying to hustle through this. The game isn't going to pause for you to refresh yourself, okay? So that's why we're working on it in this manner, okay? So there's a couple quick little things for you to do this week. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to get a hold of me. Now, one last little thing, Stars, before we go. I got a little something here. I've got a play set up here, or a scenario set up here for us, okay? So we are on defense. The Stars are on defense. It is the bottom of the 7th inning, the blast inning. Okay, we're trying to hold them. There's 2 outs. Okay, we are up 4-2, so we're up 2 runs. Okay, we have a girl on second base and a girl up to bat, and there is a nice hit to left center field. 2 questions. First question, nice and simple. What is your job? Look at your position on this field. Look at your position where you would be playing, and think for a moment what your job is. Because we know we all have one. We all have, even if it's not hit to us, we have a job, right? So let's think about what it is. And 2, where does this play go? The ball's hit out here. One of these 2 girls are going to advance. One of them's going to get the ball. The other one's going to cut them off, right? And get behind them, back them up. And then we've got a cutoff coming out. All that good stuff, right? Where does this play go? Think about it. Let me know your answers next time I see you. Stars, hope you have a good one. Have a good practice. If you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me, like I said. I look forward to seeing you again. Whenever we do, get out there, practice hard, give 110%. Okay? Make it sweat. Look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.